Hello everyone. So we are back 2 weeks, I believe around February 15th, and hopefully you have all enjoyed the book that we were reading together, which is Blood Trinity by Sherilyn Kenyon and Diana. I definitely enjoyed this book. I thought it was a very easy read and a very enjoyable read. And really get into Eval's world and experience something new and kind of a different way, a different world, and I really enjoyed it. Parts I didn't like. Isaac Knight, that dude. Anybody else? Okay, who are you guys? I'm not gonna do the whole like Team Isaac, Team Storm. Maybe I am. Okay, I am. Hashtag Team Storm. No, seriously, like that dude was just like everywhere. And so like, who kidnaps a person to have dinner with them? Like, creepy. You want to talk? Everybody's talking about how like Edward Cullen is such a creep for like climbing in Bella's window and like watching her sleep and all that crap. Like, talk about kidnapping somebody at gunpoint just so you can have dinner with them. Like, nah, don't be kissing her, okay? You are a creep, go away, alright? Storm, on the other hand, yes. So I kind of want a Lorette Vian book. I mean, I know we kind of know how they meet and stuff like that, but at the same time, like, it kind of almost felt like their story was unfinished. Like, if they had added an extra 100, maybe 150 pages to the book, that we definitely could have gone into kind of that J.R. Ward realm of having multiple characters coexisting at the same time with multiple story arcs, and I think that that would have been really cool. I will say there wasn't necessarily a phrase or a passage or anything that really stuck out to me. I kind of loved everything about Storm and every scene he was in, especially because I have a huge soft spot in my heart for any sort of were-beastie, I guess you could call it, even though he's not a werewolf, he's a skinwalker, but it's just I don't know, I think it's really cool that he can change into a jaguar. I absolutely love cats, and the bigger the cat, the better. I really love his dedication to Eval and his caring for her. The thing that wasn't explained was kind of when Adriana first came into the room and Eval sensed this overwhelming kind of flow of hatred towards her. I know that she's a Sterling Witch, which is, you know, black magic and stuff like that, but at the same time I kind of felt as though when she was writing that originally, she kind of had a thought from somebody in particular, and then it wound up, I don't know, maybe it was just supposed to be from everybody. How did you guys read that? Because it was kind of a little dicey for me, I guess. I also really hope that in coming books that Eval reaches out to Storm with her empathic ability, just because obviously that's kind of in itself a little bit what Storm has, where he can, you know, tell truth from lie, that sort of thing. I really did enjoy this book. I hope that you guys enjoyed it too, and I am going to introduce the next book now. So the next book in the series is called Alterant. Again, it's by Sherilyn Kenyon and Diana Love. It follows Eval's story. It actually picks up exactly right off when she's in her apartment and starts out with chapter 1. What's a girl to wear to spend eternity in prison? Eval Kincaid would rather fight a pack of demons alone than face the tribunal at midnight. 72 minutes from now. So it starts off directly where the last book ended, which I think is pretty unique. Most of the time when you're reading books, you kind of don't necessarily catch on at first, but you only get snapshots of these people's lives. A lot of that is because you don't want to go into the whole, oh hey, remember last month when you know, shot that demon and it exploded into fire and it blew up a donut shop sort of thing, like, because then people are like, wait, what? Like, when did this happen? Like, did we read about this? And then you're like, no. So I think as an author, you really feel the pressure to include your readers in everything of a person's life, but I think that some of the best authors really give you a feeling and a sense of they're just snapshots, and while it may seem a little bit muddled sometimes, it also really gives you the sense that you don't necessarily know these people, that you're actually just looking at a small portion of their lives, and that they live and lead lives outside of what you're reading. And while that is an absolutely amazing technique to utilize, and really only certain authors can truly pull it off, at the same time it's also really cool to see, number one, a series, because, you know, even with Sherilyn Kenyon's books, all her books are mainly a series. All pretty much, I think every book she's almost written has been a part of a series. So you, again, really get just snapshots of these people's lives, but each story is about a different couple and them meeting and falling in love and becoming a partnership. And then you also get hints of the bigger plot and what's going on around them. Whereas with this, it's literally just like you're getting one giant snapshot of Val's life. And I think that that's really cool because it really immerses you into what she's going through. You don't get a break, you don't miss the tribunal or anything like that, because it is a huge thing in Val's life. And at the same time, it's, you know, reading this book, especially if you read it over, you know, a 2-week period, is, it kind of feels a lot different, because in the book it's only been a couple days, but in, you know, in reality you've been reading this for, you know, 2 weeks. So it has that very different feel to it. I was very surprised when I read the first chapter. So I guess all I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna obviously give any. I will meet you back here on February 29th, and we will talk about Alterant. I hope that you guys enjoy this. I hope that this pace is okay, and at the same time, I also hope that you don't feel the need necessarily to match my pace or whatnot. Obviously, people read much faster than I do, people read slower than I do. We all have different lengths that we can read, and different times that we can read, and different levels of patience for reading books. And, you know, maybe you didn't like Blood Trinity at all, and that's perfectly fine. Everybody has different tastes in books. So, I hope that you guys will enjoy this book with me. I hope that you enjoyed the last book. If you have any comments or questions or suggestions, or you want to talk about anything about the book, just leave them in the comments down below. We are a community here. We are more than willing to, you know, open our minds and our hearts and hear everybody's thoughts and beliefs and opinions. And I hope that you share some of your opinions with us. I hope that you enjoy reading Alterant, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.